I have been taking some time off of my Old House video series of filming clips and also the work itself. I got a little sidetracked because of the other channel series I'm about to start up soon, having to do with computers, the internet, website building, and starting my podcast. That kind of took hold of my mind temporarily to where I could not think about anything else. But anyway, I'm back to the old house stuff and ready to pick up where I left off at, which was the house heater. I did some filming downstairs in the basement in late December, of which the clip I posted right before this one was the culmination or the end result of that work, which some of you have already watched and were left scratching your head thinking, I wonder what that was all about. What I'm going to do with this segment is to fill in the missing things which took place leading up to that segment. So consider this as not only resuming, but also including missing links as well. Heck, I might even stick my head in again the way I'm doing now for additional narration, should that be necessary. Because I have no idea who all is following along with this series and may someday encounter similar situations themselves. They will be aware of each of my steps which were made at the time I made them. It was a couple of segments ago when I removed the inside paneling from this wall. Yet, even with it gone, access to the heater still remains a challenge. The reason being is because the front of the heater is pointed in this direction. The rear of the heater is pointed in this direction. As Frank the plumber pointed out when he was here, it should have been turned this way so that the front points in this direction, giving easier access to the front and the pilot apparatus. As can be seen by the many pipe connections above it, changing the positioning of the heater will not occur anytime soon. You recall, our entire focus was in accessing the pilot apparatus, which is located in the front area inside the heater. With that in mind, I began to focus my attention on the framing all the way around the heater and to see what could be done about it. On this panel here, there were two screws, one at the top and the other one at the bottom. The one at the top was very cooperative and it came out easily. The one at the bottom was not that cooperative, and I had to take a hammer and a chisel to get it off. As you're about to see, even with those screws off, access was still constrained and limited. So I do have some access to the front area a little bit more than before, but as you can see, it's not a whole lot. As far as getting underneath it, that's still as much of a challenge as it was before. I can't even see on this side to look into the undersurface of the heater to see what it looks like. Next thing, I was back on my belly, staring at the undersurface of the front of the heater. This photo being one of those I had taken weeks earlier, which was what I was looking at once again. I focused my attention on this screw, not even certain what it connected or what would be loosened as a result of it. I discovered to my amazement that when I took a screwdriver to it, it turned. Although, like I said, I still had no idea what I may be loosening up. After I was able to get that screw out, I just shimmied this a little bit where the pilot apparatus was, and lo and behold, it came right out. And for the first time, I could see clearly what I had been, and we all had been struggling to see and understand what it looked like and what exactly was under it. And what this is connected to are two lines. These two lines which were pointed out before. This thicker one is flexible metal tubing. So it can be adjusted and moved around. This thinner one is what is called the thermocouple. And in this case, it is a millivolt thermocouple. So after I was able to get this out from underneath the front of the heater, I turned my attention to the end of this, which is screwed into this pilot assembly. I forget the name of what this thing is called here. But this is connected to this by two screws. Unfortunately, that was as far as I was able to get as far as deassembling this apparatus, and this thinner wire. I was able to disconnect it from the end of this piece of equipment. I was able to get this particular end disconnected, but I didn't have any success in getting this end disconnected because this is the part that is rusted out. So one end is this end here, and the other end goes up into here, and ends over here. So I was hoping I can get this thing unscrewed, but I couldn't find any type of tool to get this thing, to get it out. Because if I could get it out, then I would just have this piece to order myself and get the replacement in. So that's what I was not able to do. So after that was when I began focusing my attention elsewhere to the pipes that were above the heater, such as these two specifically here, because as you can see, they come up and then they turn in this direction. One is here, the other one is here, and then they go down this way. Once they get past the hot water heater, they continue on in this direction, going this way. All the way down here, and it continues on to the end of the basement. This is the far rear, all the way down there. But this part here is what I wanted to point out, because this is where we're going to make our cut of the radiator pipes. So why cut the pipes, you ask? Well, in case you don't recall or did not watch that particular clip of this series, this is what the overall house heating system looked like originally. And I'll just use one of the two pipes for demonstration purposes in these diagrams. This one of those pipes continue on, and it actually goes up and feeds the radiator and the bathroom. Same with the other pipe, which is not shown here. It feeds the kitchen radiator. The problem is that both of these lines are cut. They are cut at the floor of the kitchen, so they are not completed anyway. What I decided, and Henry agreed, is that we'll make clean cuts of these in the basement. Then put plugs on the end of each of them. That way the remaining radiators throughout the house can be heated for the rest of the winter. The only thing is that there won't be any heat in the kitchen and in the bathroom, because in order for me to finish the plumbing required for them would be a task for me which my skills are not yet up to par. The remaining segment of this particular clip is of Henry and I working together, or more specifically, him showing me how to operate such things as his large reciprocating saw on cast iron. I'm not going to speed it up in case I myself years from now have to review it to recall all he told me, which you are welcome to view. I appreciated him coming by that day in late December because he was not feeling particularly well. It was my first time ever using a reciprocating saw on cast iron, and it was a learning experience. Joints which have been in place for about 75 years do not unscrew easily, which set the stage for the clip I said I posted just before this one, and why I was so elated to have gotten it off.
Okay, get the reciprocating saw out and I'll show you how this works. Okay. You did pretty good cutting the plastic pipe. This is a little harder.
Yeah, better than it would be. Okay, that was my objection.
Sometime the weight of the pipe will start binding on thing.
Okay, looks like this guy's ready to go.
Okay, now, when you're using reciprocating saw, the main thing you want to do is keep this against your work. This is
Okay.
the pipe. Keep that tight. Because if it's off the pipe, it's going to do like that. It's not going to cut. You keep this against the pipe to make sure the blade cuts.
Okay.
So what you do, you're going to get here, and you're going to start it slow. Okay? And then when it starts cutting, you might do a little bit of this. Like that.
Okay.
Okay, here.
All right.
Make sure your saw stays tight against the pipe. Where's your light at? Oh, I'll turn it on.
You just hit that. It has 4 different modes.
Okay.
Okay.
Come off the pipe a little bit. But you want to leave enough for you to turn.
Oh, you mean it this way? Okay.
Yeah. Now put the blade up against see it's tight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Good. Start off slow, just to get your start. Keep this tight. Now remember, back and forth.
Oh.
Okay, very good, very good.
Man, that was a good cut.
Yeah.
You
Now,
did
the
a
next thing we're
powerful
going to do is
cut.
try the wrench. The blade might be a little warm, let me see. And I just got, oops, my back. I just been doing my back hurt.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, that's so like it got teeth on it.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, okay.
We didn't wear it out.
All right.
Then I'm going to grab one of those wrenches with the leverage. I don't think we have to use the two, we use the one. Remember, clockwise in, counterclockwise out.
So I'm going to be going this way to come out.
Yeah. No, that way's in.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So this way's out. You're right. I ordered these up just before I left.
Oh.
So they were kind of rusty in the basement. We gotta turn this thing. I'm gonna do it because I got the glove on. Hold this thing right here. Yeah, that makes it easier
Okay.
to turn. It's wide enough to fit the diameter of the pipe. Let me know when you think it's there. Not yet. See if that'll grab the pipe. You can try it this way.
Oh,
Okay.
good estimation.
Okay, we're gonna tighten it up a little bit. Let me feel.
Okay.
Still a little loose. Oh, you gotta do this too sometime. You do that, so I'm gonna tighten it up just a little bit more.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna open it like this. Okay, I gotta loosen it. Open it. Open it some more. She's not gripping.
You got to go the opposite way, right?
Okay, yeah, we gotta go. I just wanna get the bite
Oh,
first.
okay.
Okay, that's good, the bite. And the closer you are to the joint, the better.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Now get your pipe. And always remember when you're pulling, if you lose your grip, you're gonna hit something.
Okay.
So always balance yourself so you don't. Get a hand up here
Okay.
and a hand down low. And try to turn that.
Man.
Not gonna be easy.
Let me tell you what, let me do this. Get this chair out of the way.
And Frank has the bigger wrench if we need it. I don't know if heating it would help.
What about some lube or something? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Thanks for holding that, man.
Yeah, that's the easiest thing I ever. Where you want to put this?
Okay.
Yeah, that little reciprocating sort of handheld one would be really good for a job like this because it's not as powerful as that. So when it came to cutting inside the threads, it would work well. Hit it hard as you can, hard as you can.
Oh, harder.
But don't miss the part to hurt yourself or anything like that.
Right,
no.
right, right.
Hey Rick, the side taps are more important. Yeah, top, bottom, and back. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Wrench time. Yeah.
Man, this thing is really on here.
Why is that thing so tight? Yeah, it's tight. This I didn't expect.
Yeah.
You want to try the other method?
You mean cut it close and then?
Yeah, and then cutting the threads on the inside. And the thing is, if you do hit the threads on the inside, usually pipe dope or tape will fill it. Yeah, I'm going to start. Okay, because I want to see how easy it cuts the pipe. Yeah, just drop that thing.
Okay.
I'm going to turn it this way so I can see what I'm doing on the wall. So we got to watch out for sparks too.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. I didn't turn this thing on. It's cutting, but I don't like the fact that it's sparking so much.
Oh, really?
And this blade is not sharp.
There's a blade on the grinder.
Yeah.
So you want me to
You
use
can look
that?
at that, but yeah, let me check the receiver cable saw blade,
Okay.
because we might want to go with this guy. I only bought one blade because they had one blue new one.
Okay.
Well, this got plenty of teeth on it.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah, feels like it's not though.
Okay.
So what you can do, you can grab the battery now and try it again. See if you can make this cut.
Okay.
And that pipe, since it's not supported, it's gonna bind on you. So I'm gonna have to hold it up. Once you get through, just remember, cut slow. Don't force it to cut. Let it cut on its own.
Okay.
And start in that groove that I had there.
Okay.
So you're gonna have the saw kind of vertical, and then you can rock it up to a horizontal position. Let me know when you're ready to go. Check the power, just see how powerful it is.
How does that sound?
It don't sound like it's fully charged. It's not fully charged. But go ahead and see if you can start making the cut.
Okay.
Hold it, let me get the light. Right? Hold.
You want it over here? Then?
Yeah, I want it over there. The battery needs to be charged up more, but you're cutting. There's nothing behind this wall. You do have a stack pipe there, back there.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's really nothing behind this wall.
Okay.
Okay. So you know what you gotta do.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit down over here for a minute. I don't know what time it is, but I know it's Christmas.